D, wait for it, Lightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So I finished the latest episode of Titans. You know, these shows, they drop late at night and I have to watch them the next day because I'm all like, you know, I got kids. I got to get to bed and everything. I want to say before I get started on my review and break down everything, I want us to say two things real quick. First, if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine usually get pushed to the back of the line. Also, they just did their annual bot purge and old account cleanse, and there was a little bit of collateral damage. You know, there always is. Not too much, but a little bit. So I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe. The second thing is I'm selling merch now. So take a look at this. Geek What is now a clothing brand that designs unique streetwear with a geek/nerd attitude. Some of the core values of Geek What is to see the geekdom for how amazing it is, which is something I've always encouraged on this channel. Here's a look at my latest shirt that was designed by artist Patrick Walters, with my favorite design being me as a cartoon. So if you like what you see, go ahead and click on the link in the description down below. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. All right, so you guys head over there, pick something out, buy it. It helps me out. If not, I understand. I got it, you know, but Christmas. Anyways, so back to this review and everything. I enjoyed this episode. A couple of things that I didn't not like, but I didn't enjoy them as much. One complaint I have about this show, and I will probably have it until they fix it, is okay, so there's other stuff going on in this show that I do not understand why they are not focusing on it more. Because, okay, so the two most interesting characters that I want to know more about, and they are completely sidelining, are Raven and Starfire. What happened with Starfire this episode? I am way more interested than what's going on with Dick Grayson, okay? The Dick Grayson stuff, okay, I love the Bat family and everything, but you guys, this is not the Bat Family TV show. In fact, they're doing a little web series or whatever now that they announced yesterday or something like that. This is not it. So stop focusing on Dick Grayson. Okay. He's right now, he's the least interesting character on this show. Like, we sidelined all the other interesting characters. Superboy. Nope. Beast Boy. Totally. He's been sidelined the most. Okay. Raven and Starfire. Like, what is going on here? We spent 2 seasons focusing on Dick Grayson and the Bat family and their whole problem. It's time to focus on some other people, okay? As the A storyline, okay? Like the A plot. Like, let's do this, okay? I've had enough after this season. If there's a season 4, which I hope there is, let's focus on the other characters from the Titans, okay? I've had enough. I love Dick Grayson, love the Bat family, but I've had enough, all right? For now, okay? So we can get started on breaking down this episode, because I do like the episode and I do like the show and everything. I know it sounds like I am complaining. It sounds like I'm complaining because I am complaining. I just wish they would focus on those other characters. Okay, so it starts, first off, excellent song choice at the beginning. They played TLC Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls. I love this song. This is from my day. I was even doing a little dance while watching it, this little thing. It was so good. I loved it. So Scarecrow is in Wayne Manor. He's like, Surrey, play music and everything, and they picked that song. So he's cleaning himself up, shaving and everything. Should not have shaved off the beard. He has a little bit, he's like me, he has a little bit of a chin and everything. So, but he's shaving, dancing to the song because it's a good song. I love TLC. All 3 of those women. I had the hugest crush on them when I was younger. Anyways, that was, sorry, side note. So he's looking at all of Batman's toys and he pulls up his files. And it's Bruce Wayne / Batman talking about Dr. Crane and how he can't induce fear from himself. He has to use a proxy. So he has to use other people to induce fear because he is not a scary dude, kind of thing. And he does not like this information. So he gets mad. So he goes into what's his face's room, Red Hood's room, and he's all like, Bruce Wayne will never accept you, yada yada yada, and everything. And I'm all like, projection much. Sorry, I need a little light-ish. It's early for me right now. Anyways, so he's all like, we need to get some stuff done or whatnot. So then back at Hotel Superboy, he is using a shortwave radio because why not? This part I found a little bit ridiculous. You've got Superboy. He's like, I went out and got groceries because he can, zoom in and out and everything. And I'm like, then why are you here using a shortwave radio? It's so ridiculous. This part is a little bit ridiculous. So he's all like, a Red Hood comes over the TVs. This is what I'm talking about. It's a little bit ridiculous at this point in time with this whole situation, but it's fine. They're trying to do No Man's Land, and I've had enough of No Man's Land in movies. Like they did it in The Dark Knight Rises. Cool. They did it in Gotham. I was like, okay, fine. And then they're doing it here, and I'm all like, I've had enough. No more No Man's Land, you guys. We've seen this storyline played out way too many times. Anyways. It's really good in the comic books. I suggest going to read that comic book. Is excellent. Anyways, okay, so then he comes over the thing. He's like, come face me at midnight. So we get Tim Drake here, and he's come out of the hospital, and he's all like, be there, be square, Robin, and everything. So then he's like, I'm gonna go to Wayne Manor, see if I can hack into the Batcave. Oh, because he was in the back. He's like, I'm in the Batcave, everybody, and everything. It's like, and he grabs him by the arm. He's like, hey, I'm not gonna sit here on the sidelines while you go, play superhero. Blackfire's out there by herself because that's his new girlfriend. I still don't like that. I mean, I don't dislike that relationship. It's just, I really want Blackfire to be a bad guy. She's a way better bad guy than she is a hero, in my opinion. I mean, you guys, to see her go full villain in this show would be so good, but they're just, and they won't do it because special effects and they can't afford it and everything. But if they did, it would be so good. So good. Anyways, okay. So he's like, listen, I have to go do this. He's like, I need you to stay on the shortwave radio in case Blackfire calls. The shortwave radio really got to me in this one. I was like, this is ridiculous. But that's the only thing that I thought was ridiculous. Everything else was totally legit. That was the only thing that I was like, Superboy can hear her talk if she whispers. He's like half Superman. Why does he need a shortwave radio? Ridiculous. Come on, guys. But I get it. Budget. Anyways, so he's like, you need to let go of my arm. He's like, I need you to stay here. So he leaves. So Tim Drake is walking and he runs into Donna Troy. And he's like, hey, you're back too. Yay. We died. We came back. And he's like, I was in the hospital. Nobody was there. I took off the bandages. It came out. So then Raven and Beast Boy are talking and he's all like, I found this symbol in Bruce Wayne's thing. And it means, I can't remember exactly what he said. Something about, I'll say he said it means resurrection or something like that. I can't remember exactly what he said. So then Raven uses her powers. Very cool. I like this shot and everything. And she's all like, I'm sensing something or whatever. So then Starfire, she goes to this little, if you remember from 2 episodes ago, I believe she had a vision, but she showed up here and they were like, you walked around this store. And so she goes in and there's this woman here. And this woman was the woman that she saw in her vision. Now I thought that this woman was her mother from the vision and that the baby was her, but this is the woman and the baby from her vision from 2 episodes ago, I believe. And she's trying to get medicine and they've upped the price of it and everything. And this white woman behind her is like, come on, you FOB and everything. And she's all like, I may be holding my baby, but I'll smack the ginger out of you or whatever she says. I don't remember exactly what she says. Then Starfire's sitting here watching her. And she knows that this is the woman from her vision. So then back at Wayne Enterprises, Dick goes in and he tries to hack in. But of course, what's his face is all ready for him. Jason Todd, sorry. So Jason is all ready for him. He's like, come on, you're doing rookie moves here. We're playing chess and I'm 5 moves ahead of you kind of thing. And so he opens up this safe and he gets out some kryptonite dust. And so they go so Tim and Donna, they go to too many Robins to keep track of. Oh, Dick, Jason, Tim. Anyways, so they go to their shop, but it's closed. So they go around and he shoots, but she blocks she moves the shot or whatnot from the and he's like, Tim, you're back and everything. And so they're trying to, they need Wi-Fi, but he's all like, hey, I got something. So he goes into his little mini Robin cave and I'm all like, what is going on here with this nonsense? This kid. And she's like, I thought we kept rice down here. And he's like, yeah, I moved all that. Stop it with this. This is a huge space that his parents didn't notice he was using for his Robin cave. Stop that. That's nonsense. They would have noticed this. They are bad parents because they didn't notice this. Anyways. So then, she's like, you stalked me kind of thing. So then this woman, she confronts her and she's like, she has her medicine. She's like, will this buy me 5 minutes of your time? I just need to talk to you. And if she bought $50 worth of medicine, I'd been like, oh, you get 50 minutes of my time. It's $1 a minute and everything. So she's all like, listen, she's like, I see your child in my visions. I need to know what's going on. She's like, I can't help you. She's like, I don't know what that means and everything. But she knew she was Starfire. So then this white guy comes up behind. Why do they always get these creepy bald guys to do stuff like this? Like, I'm like, don't get me wrong. He's got a good look. He is creepy. And I would, if I was going to hire, somebody to be like a vampire or a wraith, I'd hire this guy. I'd be like, yeah, you've got a great look for that creeper look and everything. Like, imagine him on a playground all like, creeper. Anyways, so he wants his money from this woman, and she's all like, and you know what? He's all like, I drank the water. I feel great. Like I could do anything, like get my money tonight. And she's all like, I don't have your money. And I just want to be like, dude, people are struggling right now. The city is basically in chaos. It's anarchy. And you want your money from this woman with her baby? Get out of here with that nonsense. But it makes total sense because it's anarchy and it's crazy. So of course he would be all like, this is the best time to get my money. I'm not making fun of the show. That's a solid argument. I'm just making fun of this character's thought process. Okay. So anyways, so she steps in the way. Hero move. And she's like, sir, I can get you your money, but she's like, doing this gun thing is not going to do anything for you. And he shoots her. Okay. And the bullet goes right into her. And then her eyes go green and she glows blue. Okay. And then she has this vision. She's on Tamarin. And I'm glad that they went to Tamarin, but I thought they would go to Tamarin for this full season because I thought Blackfire she'd go to Blackfire instead of Blackfire coming here. I didn't like that. I don't like that, but budget, I get it. So they're on Tamarin and she sees her parents and her birth. And then they bring in this shaman woman and she's like, Starfire, Coriander does not have the fire that you have, King. And they're like, and he's like, we're going to lie to the people and say she's got the fire. And she is, she's the next ruler of Tamarin. And the queen is all like, she's like, all of our enemies are all coming at us at all sides. You have to have armed guards to your queen's chamber. This is craziness. And he's like, this is what we're going to do. So then they have their second child and she's got the fire. And he's like, can you cast a spell to move the fire from Blackfire commander, they called her commander, into Coriander? And she's like, this is dangerous. And he's like, just do it. So she does it. So Coriander stole her sister's powers. I don't like this. I don't know if this is in the comic books because I haven't read Starfire solo comic books, if there is any, but I do have a bunch of Teen Titans comic books. So I don't know if this is a part of Starfire's backstory and origin story, but if it is, I don't like it. I from what I understand, from what it seems like, all Tamarins have this ability to fly and shoot, the little green well, Blackfire's is purple, but anyways, it doesn't matter. So she has this little vision and she glows blue, shoots this guy with her little blue beam or whatnot, and she glows blue and everything, and she's all floaty, and then she passes out. Now, it's very obvious that she's got her own power. Like, she didn't need to take Coriander's power. That little shaman woman from Tamarin didn't sense her natural powers or whatnot. And it does make me ask the question of what does this baby have to do with anything? So then Raven and Beast Boy, sideline characters, that really makes me mad. We're going to talk about it just a little bit more. They go into this building and they go down to the basement. I like how they like cheaped out with the moving of the cabinet and everything. I didn't get a screenshot of it, but they go into this hole in the wall and they're walking through the cave. And then this pizza guy shows up And he's like, yo, and he's like, sorry, the front door was open. He's like, it's okay, I left it open. He's like, cool. He's like, $25 for the pizza. And he's like, $25. And he's like, sorry, man. He's like, you're out of the thing. He's like, it's totally fine. Obviously, I can afford a $25 pizza and everything. He's like, oh crap, I forgot my wallet upstairs. Be right back. So he knocks this dude out, and then he takes him to the Batcave later. Anyway, so back at Hotel Krypton, he's all like, I'm gonna go face Red Hood, and he's like, I'm coming with you as backup. And he's like, no, he's like, you're not coming with. He's like, he's like, I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you, I have super speed, I'm coming, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. He's like, I knew you. He's like, I was afraid you would say that. And he blows this kryptonite dust in his face. I just want to say, this is a crap move from Dick. If I was Superboy, from this moment on, I'd be like, I don't trust you. I'm not listening to a word you say, because you will backstab me in a heartbeat. And that's the problem with this Teen Titans, is they need to form as a team, or work as a team. And Dick is like operating outside the team method the whole time since day one in this show. And it's like, you can't be a team if your leader is not willing to be a part of it. So he knocks him out, and then he knocks out Crypto. And then we go back to the Batcave, where he's got this poor pizza man just tied up because he wants to induce fear into him. I can do it, mommy, and everything. And I'm all like, stop it. You got a little bit of a chin there. Ugh. Anyways, so and he's all like trying to cut into him, but he hears a voice, and he's like, he can't do it. And he's like, why would you say that? So he's hearing himself talk to himself because he's crazy. And then these two, the cops show up, and they're like, you got any weapons? You got water? How you doing? And he's like, fine, everything. And they're like, and then his cousin comes in. He's like, listen, the cops are going to raid the armory. They're going to take out all these holdouts. And Tim's like, why would they kill a bunch of people? I'm also of like, why would they just kill a bunch of random citizens? Like, what's going on here? Like, your bid for power is just to kill innocent people that are holed up in their shops. And like, what? That part's weird to me. I'm like, I don't get that, but like, whatever. Whatever. It's fine. So then Donna's all like, they're basically just going to like fight off the cops and protect them and everything. So then Raven and Beast Boy are in this little thing, and they find what is this called? The Lazarus Pit. Now, I think they're going to do it differently in the show, but in the comic books, the Lazarus Pit, there's, they're all spread all over the world. But once you use it once, it's no good anymore. Like, you can't use it ever again. And Ra's al Ghul is constantly trying to find a new one because he, needs to be resurrected. But if they do that whole thing where you can use it as many times as you want, like the CW did with their Arrowverse, that's totally fine. It's totally fine. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying that's how it is. So they find it and everything. And then we go back to this woman's, I didn't catch her name, this woman's apartment. And she wakes up and she's like, you glowed blue. And she's like, that's my natural power, whatever. And she's like, I saw a vision. I stole my sister's power. That wasn't mine, her fire. And everything. And then she starts talking about her and her husband. And she's like, I had to leave. I don't know where they're from, but she's like, I had to leave my husband and my son behind because they took them away or whatnot. And I haven't seen them since. And she's like, and then she says, I had a fire inside me. And it was the baby that's in the crib. And me, I just go, oh, the dad was probably Tamaranian, and he got her pregnant, and that kid is half Tamaranian, which I just go, what is going on here? And is that comic book accurate? And if not, what's going on here with that? Like, now we've got a Tamaranian baby thing going on. Like, what is this? And so this guy's all like in the thing, and Scarecrow's laying underneath him like a big weirdo creeper. And he's listening to stuff. He's like, you know what you have to do? And he's like, I do. And he's like, the time for masks is over. And then he starts cutting into his face, and the pizza guy's like, and everything. So back at Red Hood versus Nightwing, they come in, explosions, gas bombs. They start fighting. The fight sequence was okay. I mean, it wasn't bad, but I was just like, like this part where he shoots that thing, it was a little choreographed in my opinion, but whatever, it's fine. So then all these citizens start showing up, and they're like, he's going to go shoot him. And he's like, you brought this on yourself. He's like, just finish it. And of course he doesn't shoot him because come on. And then he gets shot by a citizen, this young kid or whatnot. And he's like, hey, just put down the gun. I'm not here to hurt you. And then turns around and starts walking towards Red Hood, and he gets shot. but he gets shot in the neck because that's not protected by the armor. And he starts to bleed and he falls to the ground and he's like, and then the one kid is all like, I did this for you. And they start chanting Red Hood. And then they start beating the crap out of a guy that's shot in the neck. I'm like, you guys, he's down for the count, I think, but whatever. They just are beating him and he starts walking away. Then back at the Lazarus pit, she's all like, something's wrong with Dick. And she starts, oozing out this shadowy stuff and screaming and everything. And yeah, that's where they end that. And so back at the Bat Cave, he walks in and he's all like, he sees this pizza guy, which he just tore into. Those guts and everything are fake. That's definitely CGI, which I just go, why didn't you just use practical? It's cheaper. It's just cheaper. But whatever. Hey, what do I know? Like I'm pretty sure I could make fake guts that's cheaper than this crappy CGI, but it's fine. So next time, you guys, don't waste your budget on crappy CGI guts. Do practical effects with the CGI guts, and then spend the rest of that CGI money on Starfire's powers or Beast Boy's powers, because he's turned into a tiger once this season. Like, get out of here, Beast Boy that doesn't turn into beasts. It's so ridiculous. Anyways, okay. So then he's all like, hey, you're back. You got rid of the masks. It's a good idea because the time for masks is over. Now, I thought he would cut into himself a lot more than this, because this is amateur hour here when it comes to cutting into your face. I mean, Joker and his daughter literally cut their faces off, and you're just putting like a couple scratches on yourself. Like, Scarecrow, you're weak sauce, okay, when it comes to villains. Like, get out of here. So then he's all like, what's going on and everything. And so that's the end of the episode, this nonsense. And I just want to say again, this wasn't a bad episode. This isn't my favorite episode this season, but it's pretty good. I did enjoy it. Better than last episode. Last episode, I thought, was probably the weakest one out of the entire season. And I'm glad that Starfire has a natural power and they didn't just be all like, Blackfire took her power and she doesn't have her powers anymore. Because that would have been really annoying. Then what's the point of having Blackfire in the show if she doesn't have powers? Plus, it's really cool when she gets all lighty in the veins and everything. And she's like, and everything. I like that stuff. So... This episode was good, but they like I said in the beginning of this, they need to focus on the other characters of the Titans, because I'm sorry, Starfire's story, in my opinion, has at this point has become way more interesting than Dick Grayson's story, and I literally don't care anymore about Dick Grayson's story. Like, I don't care. I don't care about him, Red Hood, or Scarecrow. I don't care about them anymore. I want to know what's going on with Starfire and Raven. And I want to know more about, and I want Beast Boy and Superboy to step up and take more of a role. And they may not want to do that, but fine. Bust down the episodes to 10 episodes a season and take the budget from those episodes and move them over to those to CGI effects, and maybe cut a little bit of the fat with the cast. Maybe next season don't have Barbara Gordon in here. Don't get super actors. Get some new actors or some people that aren't that famous that are going to cost a little bit less. You know what I'm saying? Because, I'm sorry, but I need more superpowers in my superhero shows. Okay. And, again, I get why they're focusing on Dick Grayson and the Bat Family because it's cheap and everything, but it's not interesting as much anymore. Like, I want to know what happens, but this No Man's Land storyline, I've seen it too many times. I'm over it. So we need to move on, you guys. We need to move on. If you want some ideas, I'll throw some out there. You don't even have to pay me and everything. Okay. So that's my breakdown and review of this episode. Tell me, what did you guys think about this episode? Did you like this episode? Did you not like this episode? Who's your favorite Titan? For me right now, I have to say it's Starfire. I think she's really great. I also like Donna Troy. It's so weird because she's barely on the team and everything anymore, but I just love her character. And I like the actress that plays her. Anyways, I also like Anna Diop, who plays Starfire. She's great. And she's so hot. Can't get enough of her. That's why I want more Starfire in the show. Okay. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Head over to my merch store, and I will see you guys on my next Titans breakdown and review. You guys have a good week. Bye.